We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. First carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I thought going into the 2018 draft, running back was a priority for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they got one of the best ones in the draft, and Ronald Jones, the second out of USC. He's a guy who knows how to make people miss, but also not afraid to lower his shoulder and make his own way. And that's what we saw there as he powered his way forward for the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jones.
What the fuck?
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Man, is this fucking serious, man?
20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Now Jones.
Oh my goodness. I mean, this nigga, what the fuck is this? This nigga breaking that many tackles.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now Wentz. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A first down throw for Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
From the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete.
That's my fault, y'all.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. On third down, Winston.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Least by 2, least by 2. Shorty, hey, empty. Sunday.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi.
Come on, man.
Short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line.
This is bullshit.
A couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I'm finna trade your ass so fast.
Because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Fielding just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking.
What's wrong?
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that
sleeping?
advantage here.
Tired?
Give them 12 yards on
What's up, big man?
Shut it down.
What's wrong?
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Sonny! Let's go! Sonny! Let's go!
Second down, Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a
What's
lot
wrong,
of games,
Bruce?
and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it.
Huh?
So
What's
that's a nice
wrong?
job of focusing on the
What
task
you
at
need?
hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
You hungry? Okay, here I come. Give me a second.
Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
There goes.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Jameis to throw it.
You got to pick that. Who is that, Derwin? Come on, Derwin.
And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On play action, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now this may be a free play for Winston. Going for the deep ball. Well, that's caught inside the 35. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Oh, you come on, man. Come on, y'all.
Down right at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is Hurts with it, right side. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
To throw is Wentz. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Vinny Curry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Wentz on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket.
God damn it!
Free, and it's intercepted. Picked up on Levante David, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got room to run past the 20. Calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, Winston. flush to his right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Four down.
Jameis now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we toss it an hour or so east, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Kendall Beckwith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On second down, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Great 15, great 15.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10 at the 33-yard line. Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
A give to Jones. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Again, it's Jones. And finding room to work, he's down the 2-yard line. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. On third down, here's Jones. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it fourth down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into position to win.
You go, bro.
Return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Wentz throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's a giant. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. And Jeffrey's got it. How did he stay on his touchdown? Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Play action now. Winston. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Sproles. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Around the NFL 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Panthers have extended their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Jeffrey with the catch left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back now in Tampa.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Sunday.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. It's a Ajayi. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. this is going to be incomplete. Chris Conti right there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Wait. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonny. Where's that?
Winston now to throw on first down. Well, they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Run.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz going to throw.
Come on, man. Lob that.
Turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll take
Damn.
the field to the 46.
Lob that, LD. Lob that.
Game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Look, there he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. On 1st and 10, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hang in there now.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run with Ajayi. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 41 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Damn, I'm talking about Train Jeffrey. He doing shit like this. Okay.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing, Winston. And this one is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down, Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Hey, let's go. Sonic. White. Sonic.
Winston now from the 50. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bucks on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Winston. It's caught, Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Jameis now on first down. He finds Howard complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. One last shot now for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Bournier with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
A high point there to Jeffrey. That's a completion, man. Then I guess we got him and got a set. Let's see. Okay. It's a murder, boy. Oh shit.
Hey, Carson, whooping your ass.
No, sure enough. Hey, can't do nothing but fight back, bro. Boy, Tyrain is nasty on this hole.
Bro, yes, bro.
He is ridiculous on this vid. I think he got 3 picks, 2-1, and a touchdown, and a couple sacks. This nigga crazy, especially in the slot. He don't give a fuck.
Power awareness is agility.
Man, what? Especially on any type of DB blitz, that nigga at your ass. Boy, yeah, nigga didn't even try Boye up for real. I think he targeted Mike Evans for 3 times. One of them holes was picked. The other ones was, you know, little flag routes or post routes to the inside. We'll let him have them. Darren James out here knocking helmets loose. I think that shit. I think a nigga helmet came off when he clapped his ass up one time.
What Darren James did earlier?
Stop. I'm talking about Trey now, Sean. He out here doing niggas wrong. Killed Brent Grimes ass 3 times, I think. Trucked his ass for a touchdown and everything. I gotta start lobbing that hole. I can't just be drilling that bitch. They let an athletic linebacker be jumping all them holes. Gotta lob it, man. Gotta double tap it. Then niggas be throwing to Tyrain, cause sometimes he's so small you really can't see his ass. No. I don't know what AI doing with them Texans. He done broke them all up. He done traded Clowney, DeAndre Hopkins. Terrific trade. Oh, all my niggas got an interception this game. The whole secondary got them things. Yeah, with the nail right here. Left my nigga on the island out here with Alshon. Like, shit. Watch. Ooh. Lord have mercy. Look at that. Yeah, snap that hole. Snap that shit. Snap that. Boy, Brent Grimes, it's time for you to retire, buddy. Oh, they ain't gonna show a Bouye pick? Sounds good. Yeah, we needed that win, fellas. We needed that one. Can't go 0-2, man. That's a bad look on it. That's a bad look for us. Let me see if I can send this boy out, son. My nigga Zach Ertz got hurt too. Got a dislocated elbow. I gotta see what's up with him. He putting in too much work out there, man. Putting in too much work. You said what about it? What you said?
All the time took your little guy.
Going to throw a dizzle out there, sir. So we got a nice little wicket tight end coming in behind. If we got to play, he'll play. We got enough talent out here to make up for him. The Giant finally started running on that rock. And maybe I just started running the ball a little bit more efficiently.
I don't know if I'm join the regulatory league already.
You say you not?
I don't know.
Yeah, I just need one more league and that's gonna be a fantasy league. Actually, this one coming up. It's a regular team league coming up in a little while. In my comp mode, but they're gonna make the sim because for injuries and other purposes. What they gonna do? It's sim mode. It's just the league I'm in is comp mode that they run now, but they're gonna change it to sim mode for injuries and all that. But I think they do randomizer for the team selection though. So it's gonna be tough to get them Texans.
I don't know about these kids, man. I need all line.
You said you don't know about them Texans?
Yeah, because I need an O-line.
Yeah, and they don't got none. Oh look, Deshaun Watson, the best quarterback out here.
Yeah, he's gonna get traded.
That's your problem right there, bro. We're trying to go get the white man, the quarterback trade.
Black man needs you in her so bad.
Oh boy.
This is the only good song on this last time.
Which one?
Addicted to Ballin'.
I'm not addicted to Ballin'. Whatever, bro. It's a pretty decent soundtrack. You ain't riding to the shit. You ain't putting it in the car and riding to it. Just sitting on the game.
My sister was gonna play that song last year. The Walk the Clock on.
Now nobody wants Asher. He's 28, got the star development. Boy had 2-3 touchdowns from me this game. That's ball game, gentlemen. Oh no, that ain't ball game. Run, Flacco, run! He coming around that bitch screaming too. Don't Kendrick Lamar got a song on the soundtrack? I think he got one of them now.
I got a in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, man. I'm a K-back. 100K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the Brooklyn Avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what cat. I got some that's up in the jubbin', they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, man. We had a plan. We came on top of the building again. We never ran. Down there, thought that had a fan. 10 o'clock, got a flight.
Oh, he open right down.
I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with it. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Chop wheels, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste like and you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake like and you hate, man. I live with birds in that. Sounds like I see it in that. I'm on your turf again. This, that, full of back in the. I got a girl, but she get a better shit. I live with birds in that. Sounds like I see it in that. I'm on your turf again. This, that, full of back in the. I got a girl, but she get a better shit.
You don't think the folks in the Blitz League want to create a draft league?
Oh no. I couldn't even tell.
Yeah, towards just being active, we one of the most active leagues out of Louisville.
I defeated my fears, so fertile in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my check y'all in
A lot of them niggas in there don't do draft leagues though.
all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that
Niggas don't be having the patience for it.
never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like all the rich kids.
You all ain't even never tried that shit. I just know they ain't trying to sit down and draft that long with them.
Yeah.
Like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I could do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. The girl is the carter for days, I did it in all different ways. The one is for days, I be like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, I be like, the girl is the carter for days, I did it in all different ways. None of my people are patient.
These are safe ass tackles though, bro. You can't hit the quarterback up high. You gotta hit them niggas directly in the middle. Can't get them low. Can't get them high. Gotta wrap them around way. Gotta hug them. I'm toss playing that. I'm gonna toss that. Toss that. Gotta toss play that. Toss it. Toss it. Toss it. Toss it. That's a good ass play. What is it? Ooh, that halfback inside. That's a nice play. Pretty sure it's a toss play out of that shit. Out of that formation too. Kirkpatrick, man, you about to get traded off my team. Well, I ain't who's the coach when he played for Belma? Was it still Saber? How long he been there? Whoever it is, I ain't got the patience. Oh, I got a game in Elite too. Against the Falcons. Against Julio. Joe Flacco with the interception. Good drip.
Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Break from the city that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. What you look like? Why even play with your life?
I think this nigga DB so funny because he talk like I be talking to my team sometimes. Ooh, shit, he fucked the fuck out. Who was that?
King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double reverse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at them lines. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these people lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that cost. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Break from the city that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. What you look like? Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Damn, RG3. They got an arm though. Shit. Nice little style there, Joe. Caliber 7, Joe. What?
People want to play in the league with some rules. They ain't trying to have people killed and give them a thing.
No, what? Hell no.
Niggas steady leaving this hoe.
Can't do this, can't do that. What can we do? Can we play this game, goddamn? Shit.
Exactly. Steady leaving this hoe.
I'm talking about just like that last league I was in. Niggas keep that whole a revolving door league. You gotta keep replacing folks because niggas leaving that bit. I'm not gonna be dealing with that shit. That shit turned me all the way off on the league. Just keep on having replacing shit. Fuck that.
thought AJ did. Get black ass out of there. Moaning.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion.
Oh, my nigga out for 5 games.
And go get to dustin'. Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. They don't make a sound. Radios on these. White paint on my toes. Listen to new bay alerts. Gonna be mad.
Who else I had 5 for 155, 3 touchdowns.
Remember this face, cause I'm never gonna.
You trying to trade?